video, I'm going to touch base on how to secure your individual devices at home. And, because previously I have talked about securing your network with firewalls and things of that sort, but that's only half of the puzzle. The other half of the puzzle is securing your network with some software. For example, you have options such as McAfee, um, AVG, Kaspersky, I think is how you pronounce it. Norton's another one. You've got um, Sophos, which is another one. There's probably at least 2 dozen different choices out there. However, they're not all created the same. I have used majority of those. I've used AVG, I've used McAfee, I've used Kaspersky, I've used Norton, I've used Windows Defender, I've used the new version of Microsoft's built-in stuff, and the best choice that I have for my network is Norton, Norton 360. I'm going to show you what the interface looks like for that. This particular version gives me 10 licenses, which, as you can see, 9 out of my 10 are being used. However, I can go in and deactivate licensing as need be, which I will do. In this one, you've got standard features. The antivirus, you got the firewall, which all that's like under device security. The premium utilities is where it'll optimize your whole system. That's where you'll find things like disk defrag. You'll be able to clean your junk files, things of that sort. Dark web monitoring, I touched briefly on that just a little bit. That's like the use the Tor network to access the dark web that has all sorts of dangerous things out there, from the illegal stuff to viruses, things of that sort. Another thing that I have to stress is the use of VPNs, which, as you can see, Norton has a secure VPN. However, I have a different VPN provider, which I will go in and discuss, probably in the next video. Privacy monitor, that just monitors your, stuff out there on the proverbial web. Let's see, it also has cloud backup, which, for standard user, yeah, maybe. But if you're doing heavy technical stuff like I do, then that cloud backup, you won't never use it, most likely. However, that's all included. The only thing that is not included out of everything that I have is the utilities premium, but it's worth the additional cost. So, take a look at device security. You can click the open button. Then it will bring up a screen that looks like this. I had to drag it over. You have security, you've got internet security, backup, you don't need performance, and then you have the My Norton, which is their website. One of the things that I can't stress is internet security is always a necessary evil, as it were. In this case, you can hit enable all the Norton extensions. It's going, you go through the steps to add it. I don't change my default, search engine, just because I prefer, like Google and that sort of thing. So, you have that. And then, like I said, backup is one thing. You have the performance, which, the last optimization here was 8 days ago. However, my, system resources are well within tolerable limits, so I don't need to change any of that. The next thing that you will have is the utilities premium, which, as I mentioned earlier, is where you will, optimize the computer, clean junk files, that sort of thing. And it will look similar to this, let me get it brought back up, is this. It'll analyze everything. It'll give you a list of stuff that needs cleaned out, which, if you're like hard up on space, like I'm getting close to being uncomfortable, then this will come in handy. It'll also clear out, the memory and that sort of thing. It tells you I have programs that may not be wanted, which is, whatever. But you hit the repair all button and it cleans everything out. It'll free up necessary memory, which is, a good thing, especially if you're doing heavy, video projects, broadcasting, that sort of thing. After it gets done doing that, we can go to the toolbox. This is where it has some of the, features that, all-in-one cleanup, which is what we just did. It'll clean everything out. Then you can speed up your system, although I don't know that this is really, worth it. You have this defragmenter. However, what I'm going to tell you is that this particular setup, you do not need to defrag solid state drives. It won't let you do it. It's, which, makes some sense. Let's see, you got file shredder, which, erases files, supposed to make them unrecoverable. However, I kind of have my doubts. I'm going to test that out probably later on. Then you have the automatic options, which, you should leave those alone because they're default. Then you've got the real-time boot, which will increase, you can change how things are going there. As you can see, I have 8 cores in my, on my processor. And I got pretty decent speed, and everything is within tolerable, limits on that. Okay, so now we have the dark web monitoring, which I'm not going to click on that for obvious reasons. Same thing with privacy monitor. Now the short benefit to this is that I can hit the smart scan, and this smart scan will run, it'll do a basic virus scan. It'll update stuff as needed. And then it checks my network, and then it'll find advanced issues, so we're going to cancel that. I do not recommend McAfee, because McAfee has a lot of unnecessary stuff going on in the background. It takes up a lot of system resources, things of that sort. I find that Norton, which is made by Symantec, has been pretty rock solid. I use it on my mobile devices, my Android tablet, my smartphone, and pretty much any computer system attached to my network. You can buy this online at Amazon. You might be able to buy it at Walmart, or you can go to your computer store like Micro Center or Tiger Direct, something like that. Or if you prefer, you can go directly to Norton's website. And if you do it right, you'll get an online activation code, and you can just download the program right then and there. So that's pretty much my quick video for tonight. I know it's short and there isn't a whole lot going on, but with and the reason being is with all the elections and stuff going on, I got a few things I'm monitoring there. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop me a line. And as always, if you have not done so, click the like and subscribe button, and then click the little bell so you get notified of any future videos that come out. Have a good day, guys, and stay safe. And if you're up north, try to stay warm.